Hey guys, I just recently, like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, did this speech in front of my Toastmasters club, and I wanted to share it with you because I think it's a really relevant message. The title of the speech was Why Dieting is Bad for Your Health. And I go into a few different points here. I only had 5 to 7 minutes, so there are some things that I think I would really like to expand on. But right now, I'll take you through what I did as a speech, sitting down, not actually moving around, so that'll be kind of weird. But I'm going to take you through the message. Okay, so a diet is any restriction on calories, macronutrients, or food groups. If you can't eat something, even if that something seems bad for you, like sugar, it's a diet. If you have to work food off on a treadmill, it's a diet. If you're made to feel guilty about a food or a workout choice, it's a diet. So this means that well-marketed diets like Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig obviously qualify. But others like paleo, keto, intermittent fasting, if it fits your macros, eating clean, and cleansing are all also diets. Many of these will say, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. That's malarkey. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why following these diets is bad for your health. The first reason dieting is bad for your health is you will fail. Or at least 95 to 97% of you will, depending on the source. So while you think going on a diet will help your health, when you fail, it will make you feel worse than you did before you started. Emotionally, you'll be frustrated and angry. Physically, you may have gained back more pounds than you actually were trying to lose. Mentally, you may be considering another diet. Don't. Dieting on a physical level tells our bodies that we don't trust them. In order for us to stay on a dieting plan, we have to avoid listening to our hunger cues. But you see, your body is amazingly smart. And it's extremely important that we don't lose sight of the incredible biological machine that we all possess. Our bodies will tell us when they need fuel, and they will tell us when we need to stop. We just need to learn to listen. That's a skill too few of us actually practice. The second reason why dieting is a terrible idea for your health is that dieting perpetuates the idea that we should all be a certain weight. By buying into one standard of body weight and shape, we're rejecting the idea that bodies come in many different sizes. We allow cultural influences like social media, websites, magazines, friends, mass-marketed diets to tell us what size we should be, when the reality is that over the course of history, many different body shapes and sizes have been trendy. But people who do absorb these cultural influences, they can be set up for eating disordered thinking. You start to diet, you start to work out, and then when that fails, you have to restart that cycle again. Unfortunately, there's a really destructive belief that comes into this cycle. The belief is that the problem is you, that there's something wrong with you, that you can't keep the weight off. When that belief gets internalized, that's when it's easy to begin to restrict food even more, to begin to work out even more, to begin to socially isolate even more. And these types of habits can quickly turn into anorexia, bulimia, binge eating disorder, and so many other forms of disordered eating. The third reason why dieting is a bad idea for your health is that your weight is not an indicator of your health. In Linda Bacon's book, Health at Every Size, She actually cites 8 different studies that all prove that overweight people live just as long, frequently longer, than people of normal weight. She also talks about how there have been no studies, none, that actually prove that being overweight causes disease. A more recent example is a news story that I caught last month. It's centered around a professor at Simon Fraser University who is studying a group of people that she's labeled super seniors. Super seniors are people 85 plus who've never been diagnosed with one of the big 5. The big 5 being cancer, diabetes, dementia, pulmonary disease, and cardiovascular disease. Because she's been studying these people, she's able to make some big generalities about them. The majority of these people are moderate drinkers. Most of these people are non-smokers or have quit a long time ago. All of these people are physically active. But the thing that surprised her, the thing that she commented on, was that she would not have described most of these people as skinny. Instead, she would have said that they're trim, and some even as obese. Clearly, being heavier does not correlate to poor health. So maybe with this speech I've confused you a little bit about what it means to be healthy. I mean, you're not supposed to diet, you're not supposed to eat clean, and you can't use your weight as an indicator of your health, so how do you even know if you're healthy? I'm so glad you asked. This is where you have to get to know yourself a little bit. How loud and clear are your hunger and full cues? Do you even like working out on the treadmill? What does it mean to your body to be healthy? I think every person should define health for themselves, and that definition should not use the scale as a performance indicator. So next time your jeans are feeling just a little tighter, remember dieting is bad for your health, because you will fail, because it perpetuates an unobtainable body standard, and because your weight is not an indicator of your health. Then save yourself some grief and just buy bigger pants. So that was it. That was my speech, 5 to 7 minutes. I hope you liked that. And there's obviously some bigger issues to go into here. I think that I will probably be ending up doing another speech, which means I'll do another talk about how to define health for yourself. I really feel that that is one of the keys to being able to live in the world that we're in right now in terms of health. I think that there's a really big distinction to be made, and a really big distinction that we need to kind of discuss between health and body positivity. As I said in the speech, your weight doesn't correlate to your health. So we can't use weight as an indicator. But can we be body positive without being focused on a quote-unquote healthy lifestyle? Even if we do decide to define health for ourselves and we come up with, like I have done, and that's on my blogs, you can go back and read some of my blogs, that can go into what it means to be healthy. So even if you've come up with that definition, then how do you kind of work with that definition and try to be body positive? Because being body positive is separate. I think it's very separate. You can and should think of all bodies as important and beautiful, and that your own body is good as is. But that doesn't mean that you have to be trying to live any type of a lifestyle. There's no judgment on what type of a lifestyle you're living in body positivity. So you can be a body positive person and eat McDonald's all the time, is what I'm saying. And I believe that that's a perfectly valid choice and decision. Anyways, you can see there's a lot of bigger issues here when it comes to this. I think that there's going to be more speeches that I'm going to end up doing, and I think there's going to be way more YouTube videos that I want to put out about what we need to start looking at in terms of being body positive, having a better body image, creating health in our lives in a way that is honoring our bodies. So look for more speeches, look for more stuff. And thank you so much for listening. Just in case you don't know, my name is Jennifer Radke, and I run a website called I Wish I Were Me. Thank you.